Hey, you two. It's really getting on my nerves how a lot of people would portray California. So there's this dude on TikTok, and I forgot his name, but he's like a prophet. So he came all the way out here from Atlanta. He left his wife and his kids to come to Atlanta, to come to California. He's from Atlanta. He came out here to California to tell us to evacuate California. I truly understand the concept that he's trying to get us to pack up to leave California because of earthquakes and the San Andreas fault line. So well that it could split us into two. He came out here to tell us that God told him to tell us to evacuate California. So I think it was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, we had an earthquake. So in Northern California, that's Oakland, San Francisco, Sacramento, uh, Vancouver, whatever, on the northern part of California, had a 7.0 earthquake. It's really crazy because we do have earthquakes out here. We have brush fires and earthquakes and whatnot out here. And we do get heat based on what part of California you live in. I just don't understand the fact that he keeps trying to come out here to warn us to leave California. But it's a lot of us on the northern part of California and the southern part of California. But the San Andreas fault line is not the only line that we have. It could be the only one that could split us into two, but there's also one in LA. Then he's coming out here telling us that we could have what is that crap called? A tsunami that will follow us like right behind the earthquake. But then you have different states that have shit that's going on with them too. So California, yeah, we have earthquakes, but people that have lost their lives in other states. You have Florida, Miami. You have other states that have water by them that could kill them too. I know people that's in other states like Florida. I know people that's in Chicago, New York. There's other states that have water that could pretty much have a tsunami that could kill them too. But then you have to realize that with California or the whole planet itself, something could happen to the whole entire planet. It's just not California. It's like you have to really do your history on the whole entire planet instead of just calling out California. If you realize that NASA been doing a lot of stuff with these rocks or whatever that's always coming close to California. I mean, not California, close to the Earth that could kill us all. Like I said, do your history how these freaking dinosaurs got freaking killed a long time ago, and then that's how we came born on this freaking planet. There's a lot of stuff that could happen to us. Then I heard about the Yellowstone volcano. That could also kill us. That could also freaking wipe us out. That could kill us and everything. Then it's crazy how you fly from Atlanta to California, but you taking money out of your kid and your wife's pocket or whatever, just to fly out here every time you get a chance to tell us to evacuate. But you don't have nowhere else for us to stay. You're not gonna give us a job. You're not gonna have us to live with you. There's a lot of us from Northern California to Southern California, up and down the coastline or line or far or sunny. See, I can't even say because that's how pissed off I am. I don't get it. It's like God is talking to a lot of people in different ways, but for you to trying to get us to pack up and leave, but you don't have nowhere else for us to stay. They talking about go to freaking New Mexico. That's even worse than California. People are going through stuff like that in Mexico. What else do you expect for us to go? And it's like I'm better off of dying with California than trying to pack up my life, which I am, to move to a whole different state where that it could be worse in that state. Especially if you don't know how that other state is. That's like me going to freaking Michigan. That's like me going to Michigan and find out that I don't know shit about that state, and it gets hella cold to where I could die, like freeze to death. So I'm trying to understand why in the hell would this dude something to profit would come all the way to California to get us to freaking pack and leave. But you don't have nowhere else for us to stay. Most of us don't even have family in different states. Or even different states. So it's like, allow me and my dad to come and stay with you. Like that's the whole thing I don't get. Between NASA's trying to protect us from these freaking meteors, and then you trying to freaking make sure all of us pack and leave California? Like, these meteors could freaking kill us. NASA be trying to protect us from that shit. There's other states that something's going on with that state. Like, I'm not packing my whole life to go to a whole nother state that I don't know shit about. I know, like, stuff from, like, the news or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm not leaving California just to please somebody from Atlanta. I mean, if that's the case, then why is the president not saying shit? You have a dude that is the president of the whole entire planet. He's not saying shit. It takes one dude from Atlanta to come and talk shit to make us move. That's like me being the prophet and going to Atlanta and talking to everybody to make them move and to evacuate Atlanta. But God is not telling him where for us to move. All he is telling us to evacuate California. At least give us a good reason where to go to instead of talking about evacuate California. Okay, we could evacuate California if you give us a job in Atlanta. I mean, I know there's a lot of good places in Atlanta to get a job at, to become a stripper, a rapper, being in freaking Tyler Perry fucking movies and shit. But I guarantee you that this prophet dude is not a good prophet. Because if that's the case, then some of these bishops and pastors and reverends should be prophets too. And telling us to move out of California I wanna know if I can bring him up. Hold on. I don't know if I could bring him up off of TikTok. Like, I really want to know if I could bring this jackass up off of TikTok. That's why I'm about to see if I can bring him up now. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to put his ass. I'm about to see if I can bring him up. See if I could bring him up right quick. See if I could bring his. It's him. He calls himself the fucking prophet, and he moved from he came out here from Atlanta to California to tell us to fucking evacuate California. So that is crazy as hell. 9.0. After that, it's gonna keep on going, and then one day the big one gonna hit y'all. The big one gonna hit, and the tsunami gonna come, and y'all still gonna be there because y'all hard headed and didn't listen. Take heed, man. Evacuate the state of California. Survive San Andreas. You hear me? I'm doing it for my people. We talking about the Crips and the Bloods, man, the Hoovers and the Grapes. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it at all. This is real deal. You got to take heed to the message, man. Take heed to the message. Get up out of California right now. Evacuate the state of California. Survive San Andreas. Tsunami warning today, man. 7.0 earthquake. Drew X. I'm out. Tsunami warning. Y'all ain't listening. It's coming. It's getting very close. It's just a warning. Take heed. Listen to the message. Yahweh sent me just so I can give y'all a warning what's about to go down. Now y'all done had a 7.0. Next month y'all gonna have an 8.0 and a 9.0. After that, it's gonna keep on going, and then one day the big one gonna hit y'all. The big one gonna hit, and the tsunami gonna come, and y'all still gonna be there because y'all hard headed and didn't listen. Take heed, man. Evacuate the state of California. Survive San Andreas. You hear me? I'm doing That's the craziest thing ever. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. I know it's not crazy, but it's just the fact of the matter is, if you want us to move that bad out of California, at least allow us to pack. If it's not quick enough, oh well. If it's not quick enough, oh well. If it's not quick enough, if it wasn't meant for us to move, it wasn't meant for us to move. Point blank, if it wasn't meant for us to move out of the state of California, if we did not make it out of the state of California, then that's our fault. We're not hard-headed, but if it's not meant for us to pack and move, if we didn't get out on time, that's our fault. You can't force a bunch of grown people that been here all their fucking life through the 80s and 90s, the 1715s or whatever. All of us been here all of our fucking life. Most of us was born and raised in California. Like the other part of us probably moved from different states to California, and most of us is probably like army brats or some shit that moved from like Atlanta to Chicago, from Chicago to here, from VA, like West Virginia or Virginia to here. It's crazy. It's completely crazy, and it's sickening the fact that, I mean, it could be true. It could be true, and it's sickening the fact that it's taking him to come to California to tell us to evacuate California. Like, it could be freaking true that God is coming to him and telling him to tell us to move out of California. But like I said, it was not meant for us to move, or half of us. It's not meant for half of us or all of us to fucking move. If we didn't make it, we don't make it. But don't force us to evacuate and we don't have like a meeting to it. I mean, if it was that serious, then why are you on TikTok? It's like that's the situation I don't understand on why you on TikTok and why you haven't been live on TikTok. You flew all the way out here from Atlanta, but you have not been live on TikTok to actually say some shit. Like, and then if that's the case, then why you haven't been on the fucking news? That's the shit that I don't understand. Why you haven't been on the fucking news? Like, please make that shit make sense. You haven't been live on TikTok. You haven't been live on any other social media. You haven't been on the fucking news. It's like you keep coming out here to Atlanta. I mean, you keep coming out here from Atlanta. And then I know you heard that shit on the news that we had the earthquake. But like I said, you haven't been on the news in California. You haven't been on the news in your own fucking state to broadcast it. Like, make it make sense, bro. Like, for real, make that shit make sense. You have not even yet to broadcast your shit nowhere else, the news or nothing. You telling us to fucking evacuate, where you have not yet did none of that other shit. Excuse me. Like you have not been on the news at all to evacuate. They tell us to evacuate the news or nothing. So it's like at the end of the day, I just think that crap is crazy. That a grown man is taking money out of his family's pocket to come to California. Like, make that crap make sense. Like, for real, make that crap make sense. Like, please make that shit make sense. That you taking money out your kid's pocket and your wife's pocket to come all the way out here to California to tell us that shit. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's freaking, to me, it's like all talk. Like I said, it could be true. It could be true that God is telling him this stuff. That shit could be true. But then you gotta understand that a lot of people is not gonna wanna fucking listen. So, like, please make that shit make sense, though. It's like, please make that shit make sense. Hang this down, please do. Like, I don't mind listening to people and see what they gotta say. But like I said, there's other states that are going through way more worse than we are, too. You got North Carolina, Mississippi, South Carolina. You got freaking, some certain states you don't really hear too much about, but they probably do have shit that's going on with them. Like, Virginia, Baltimore, certain states that got water to them that you don't really hear too much about, but shit probably affect them too. But we get caught up because God told him to tell us to evacuate the state of California. We're not hard-headed. It's just we might not have nowhere else to go. Like, nobody wants to leave California because you don't know if we're going to end up homeless. And so it's like, before you even decide to tell us to leave the state of California, at least make sure we have somewhere stable to go. Like, please make that shit make sense. We might not have nowhere stable to go, no family in any other states. That's why I'm like, why don't you allow some of us to come move in with you and your fucking family? And then we could go from there. Until then, half of us, all of us, are not going to be able to make it. If all of us die or half of us is dead, then so be it. And all of us are not famous and have houses in different states. That's the shit that I'm trying to understand. Half of us is not famous. We don't have houses in different states. We don't have family in different states that we could just go to and have like all of our shit sent there. And I'm fed up of that dude though. But like I said, he could be like on it. He could be on it. Like legitly, he could be on it, and it could be possible that we are gonna have the biggest one ever. But then do your history on us. This for Chris. Like, do your history on us before you just assume that we don't have that we're not listening. Do your history. There has been places like long time ago. And then he made a song.
All y'all people who out there living in the world who not listening, who not doing what they supposed to be doing for God on this planet, you gonna listen? Went out there and slept in a tent, y'all and told y'all to evacuate, y'all still didn't listen. Knocked on the doors every day, y'all still didn't listen. Now y'all got the warning. What y'all gonna do? Y'all still ain't gonna listen? Y'all still ain't gonna evacuate? Y'all still ain't gonna help spread the message? Come on now. I did my part. And I did it. Everything that I did for y'all. I did for y'all life. Because that's what God told me to do, save his children. But y'all hard-headed. Y'all hard-headed, bro. Y'all don't believe in God like y'all say y'all believe in God. Because now the earthquake that hit, that tsunami coming. And that's just the beginning. That ain't even the big one. Stay there if you want to. And you better not go back. I don't care what you got to go through. Drew X the prophet, man. Evacuate the state of California. Survive San Andreas.
Like, it's crazy. All this shit that's on TikTok is freaking crazy. And the fact that he keep trying to get us to move out of the state of California. But it's like I said, there's other states that's going through more shit than we are.
Did y'all hear about the flash flood that happened in San Francisco, California? Yo, California is getting it right now, y'all. Look at this.
And then I
seen
this shit too.
Just a few days ago in Wheat, California, snow was happening. Snow. What? Look.
And that shit was like a flood in San Francisco.
When I keep trying,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
There's this guy on TikTok. Okay. His name's Drew the Prophet. He's going viral right now, and a lot of people are talking about him. Because he left his home in Atlanta. Yeah. Decided to go to California because he had a dream. And what he claims is that God came to him in a dream and told him that he has to warn all of California because...
What the heck?
Because there's going to be a natural disaster that's pretty much a tsunami will take out all of California.
So it's gonna happen, or like it happened already?
That's what they're saying.
Okay.
He's saying it's gonna happen.
Word.
And he's not too far off because there is a lot of studies saying there's something going on with the fault lines.
Yeah.
And that's what, that's kind of his leverage there. Like, it is something that could happen. Mm-hmm. But he specifically flew over there to start warning people now. And he's claiming, like, yo, I got a vision from God. Like, you guys have to get out. Yeah. But he's so dead ass. It's like, he's so serious. Smokes. Trying to get everybody out of there.
You have the video or no?
Here.
Like, when he says it? Like, it was just a straight video of him talking?
No, it was actually of other people reacting to him. Yeah. But this is his TikTok. So he just talks about it a lot. He says, like,
Oh, it's one of these ones.
Okay, but you get this because he doesn't have like a full thing. You have to watch a lot of his videos to figure it out. But let me just show you the map. So this is his prediction of what he saw and how the map's gonna turn out. Now, oh shit. So look, this is the West Coast.
Okay.
Do you see the water?
Oh, it's
That's what he's claiming is gonna happen.
oh, so it's gonna just
To
flood
the USA.
it out.
Yeah. There's gonna be a huge tsunami, and then it's gonna flood everything here.
In LA.
Yeah. Now check this out. This is all of California, fam. This is moving into like almost Texas over there, right?
Yeah.
Check this out though. What's over here? Why are those still up?
Wait, what is that?
And that's still in where? That's California, right?
Is that Hollywood?
Hack this. No. Why do all the celebrities live in the hills? Why do they all live in the mountains? Why do they all live like way out there, bro?
Oh, that's crazy.
What if they know that a tsunami can come or like some natural disaster can always come
See?
I was
and
gonna.
take them out?
See, it's crazy. Completely crazy. Completely. This is what the shit is like this.
Destroy all of California. We're calling it the big one. But they're saying the cascading subjection zone is about to go off.
Really?
When it goes off, it will be a 9.0 or higher. 4 minutes of continuous shaking.
Dude, that's just destroying a whole city.
That's what the hell they're talking about. That shit like that could really fuck us up. Like, completely. They're talking about shit like that could pretty much fuck us up. But then it's like I said, other states. It's crazy. See?
Yeah, so 5 months ago, God showed me a vision of a tsunami. And when I woke up, he was like, I need you to go to California to save my children, right? I'm like, if you really want me to do it, I did what the scripture say, test the spirit with the spirit. I said, if you really want me...
And like, I believe in the Bible just like everybody else, but
Simpsons predicted that U.S.
I wouldn't want to scare a bunch of people. It's like...
California, what is going on here? Have y'all seen this?
That's like the fault line.
What is this about, y'all? When we tell you it is close, y'all, it is close because they're not making these movies without sending y'all a message. Now, this is somewhere in Southern California. I don't specifically know what part, but this is crazy, y'all. All the warnings we've been getting lately about California, and then the guy coming over from Atlanta to California warning y'all about this right here. I mean, just take a look at it. This thing is cracked all the way over there, right? And then you look this way, and it's all the way over here. Look at that, y'all. And it's got water lines running parallel to it. So obviously, this is where they used to plant things. And I don't know what it's going to be used for now because this is not good, y'all. And it looks like there's a man over there videotaping from the news media, letting y'all know what's going on here. Funny, I haven't heard anything about that huge crack that's in that.
It's crazy. It's completely crazy. Like, completely outrageous. It's completely outrageous. But I guess it's like... It's just outrageous, the fact that...
What's going on TikTok? If this is coming across...
But it's crazy, though. It's completely crazy.
There's a video circulating right now where a man claims that God gave him a vision of a tsunami hitting California. Check out a small bit of it.
4 months ago, God told me that a tsunami coming to California and destroying the coast of California. Y'all ever heard of San Andreas Fault? Yeah. It's finna get ready to happen, brother. I came from Atlanta, Georgia, bro. I don't know nobody in California. I got a wife, I got kids. He said, get up and go save my children in California, and that's what I'm doing, bro.
For those of you who may not know, the San Andreas Fault is a fault line that spans all the way through California where 2 plates of Earth's crust meet. It's commonly believed that if these plates were to slip, it would cause massive earthquakes, tsunamis, and billions of dollars worth of damage. Now, obviously, no one knows for sure whether or not the vision and information is from God. But I will say that there's been quite a few articles released recently talking about the rapid movement of the Earth in California. And although it is normal for the Earth to shift in California, this may be a little more than normal and has led some people to believe that this may be the San Andreas Fault becoming active. I want you to check out a news article and then let me know what you think about all this in the comments.
It's crazy. It's crazy, and it's really crazy that it takes that.
4 months ago, God told me that a tsunami coming to California and destroying the coast of California. Y'all ever heard of the San Andreas Fault?
Yeah.
It's finna get ready to happen, brother. I came from Atlanta, Georgia, bro. I don't know nobody in California. I got a wife, I got kids. He said, get up and go save my children in California, and that's what I'm doing, bro. My shirt say evacuate California, and on the back of it, it say survive San Andreas, bro. You feel me? So I'm out here.
I just don't understand those people want to go to fly out here just to warn people, but then at the end of the day, it's like you are not helping us by flying out here just to tell us about the fault line and the big earthquakes. But there's a lot of other mental shit that's going on in California with the states that you don't know, but you calling us out. Right? That's cool though, because at the end of the day, like I said, you're not going to allow us to come move in with you. So